Have you ever felt something deep inside you resisting the pull of the world outside? Not because you're sad, not because you're lazy, but because your soul whispers, "This isn't where I'll belong today." If this video found you, it's not by chance. It's because your soul is longing for more. In this two-part video, we're going to reveal 6 profound truths about the chosen ones. People with a unique sensitivity, a deep spiritual connection, and a strength that rises from the silence of home. If you're someone who avoids crowds, feels the world is too fast, and longs for inner peace, this message is for you. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss part 2. Some people call it antisocial. They say you're missing out or not living your fullest life because you don't like to go out. You feel more at peace within your own home. But what if they're wrong? What if your desire to stay home isn't weakness? What if it's a divine signal? In this video, we're going to talk about 6 spiritual truths about chosen ones who feel more alive in silence than in noise, more themselves in solitude than in a crowd. And by the end, you may realize your isolation isn't escape, it's transformation. If this already resonates with something inside of you, hit that like button now, subscribe if you haven't yet. Comment 99 because spiritually signifies that your soul is ready to break free from earthly distractions, and stay until the end because this message might finally explain what your spirit has been trying to tell you for years. I know for me, I've always known that I was different, born for more, so to speak. But it was until after my near-death experience that all of the pieces to this mysterious puzzle started really fitting together. Truth 1. You're not hiding, you're healing. You don't avoid the world because you're afraid. You avoid it because you're awakening. There's a difference, and you felt that deeply. The outside world moves too fast, talks too loud, and feels too shallow. It's filled with meaningless conversations, superficial connections, and endless noise disguised as productivity. Have you ever stopped and wondered why the relentless hustle everyone praises just leaves you drained instead of inspired? Why those crowded spaces that excite others only make you feel empty? Listen carefully, because this isn't just a quirk or a personality trait. Your soul is operating at a different frequency. It's tuned to something deeper, more subtle, more sacred. Your inner voice isn't seeking chaos. It's craving truth. And truth rarely thrives amongst the chaos. Chosen ones understand that the outside world doesn't nourish. It consumes and feeds off energy, attention, and superficial achievements. But inside your home, there's peace. Real peace. The kind of peace most people spend their whole lives searching for, but rarely ever find. Home is where your soul breathes. It's the quiet temple where your heart recalibrates after being exposed to a frantic world. What if your desire to stay home isn't about comfort at all? What if unknowingly your higher self is guiding you to a deeper purpose that can only unfold in solitude? What if your withdrawal from the world is not retreat, it's regeneration? Your silence isn't an absence of sound, it's the presence of spirit. It's where your intuition sharpens, your dreams clarify, and your spiritual gifts strengthen. Pay attention to these subtle moments and the quiet chills down your spine when you're alone. You may feel them as a soft tingle or gentle touch, or you may flat out feel the guided pull. Watch for all of these sudden intuitive insights that seem to arise out of nowhere, or the dreams that feel more like prophetic messages than random imaginations. These signs are not coincidences. They are divine breadcrumbs leading you towards your true mission. Think about it for a minute. Have you ever noticed that after extended periods at home you begin to perceive things differently? You start seeing connections others miss, feeling energies most would never acknowledge. Your isolation sharpens your spiritual eyesight and awareness, allowing you to detect deception, feel sincerity, and see truths others miss or overlook. You're not shutting out the world. You're refining your senses for when you must re-enter it. Remember, chosen ones often walk paths others cannot see. Truth number 2. Your journey isn't for them to understand. Your path is unique and your calling is rare. You are preparing something powerful and profound within yourself that the outside world isn't yet ready to witness. And here's the intriguing truth. Your solitary moments are not only preparing you, they're hiding you for a reason. You are hidden because you're about to be revealed. And when the moment comes for your true mission to unfold, the world won't see someone fragile emerging from isolation. They'll witness a powerful soul stepping forward, healed, awakened, and fully prepared. But until then, there is one mystery still waiting to be uncovered. One deeper layer behind your solitude. Something your soul has sensed, but your conscious mind hasn't fully grasped yet. And when you do, everything changes forever. Stay with me, because this truth finally unlocks the hidden revelation and answer the question your heart has been silently asking. Your energy is sacred, and you feel everything. You're not too sensitive, and you're not overthinking or being dramatic. You're spiritually perceptive, and that changes everything. When most people walk into a room, they see furniture, walls, faces they know, or maybe don't know. But you're different. You feel the temperature of the spirit in the air. You sense the weight of unspoken words. You pick up on the reside of past arguments, hidden tensions, secret envy. It's not your imagination. It's your discernment. It's a gift, your gift, and your responsibility. Crowded rooms don't just overwhelm your body, they assault your spirit. The moment you step into certain environments, something inside you contracts. You feel the falseness behind the laughter and the snarks hidden behind the smiles. You notice the energy behind the silence. You sense what others pretend doesn't exist. It's not something you chose, it's something your soul was born carrying and preparing you for. But here's what no one tells you: feeling everything comes with a cost. Being this energetically open is like walking through a storm with no umbrella and no protection. Every word, every stare, every shift in vibration soaks into your very core like water to a sponge. And if you're not careful with yourself, you'll drown in energies that were never yours to carry. That's why staying home isn't just your preference, it's your sanctuary. It's your way of protecting your frequency from being hijacked by chaos, ego, and energetic pollution. Most people don't realize how noisy the world really is. They don't feel what we feel, and they don't see what we see. People reflecting pain, confusion, and unresolved trauma. Moments charged with unseen pressure. You feel all of it even when no one else notices. So while people get after you for your need for space or question your need for isolation, they have no idea how many battles you're actually fighting silently just to stay whole. The truth is that your energy was never meant to be casually exposed. You were not designed to be available to everyone everywhere all of the time. You vary a divine signature, and anything divine must be guarded. That's why, without even realizing it, your soul pulls you away from people who lie with their energy. It's not because you're judging, it's because you're protecting your soul, your clarity, and your peace. But let's go deeper. What if your sensitivity is not only a form of protection, but also preparation? What if the reason you feel so deeply is because you're meant to see what others can't? Truth number 3. The secret role you've been chosen to play. Those who feel everything so deeply to their core, those chosen ones, are not only here to survive the noise, you're here to interpret it, to translate it, and transform it. That kind of sacred assignment requires one thing first. It requires mastery of your own energy, and that journey begins at home, where your spirit can finally breathe. Because soon you won't just be protecting your energy, you'll be using it for something far greater than you could ever imagine. Your soul recognizes a different timing. The world runs like a machine, always rushing, always reaching, always performing. It tells you move faster, do more, hustle harder, and if you don't, they say you're lazy, irrelevant, or falling behind. But your soul knows better. You don't crave chaos or speed. You crave truth, you crave depth, you crave something real enough to outlive the noise. While others chase acceptance and noise and views and validation, you're chasing alignment. You're waiting for that invisible inner green light. That's sacred, yes. That doesn't come from the world. And here's the paradox: they'll never understand. You're not slow, you're exact. Because divine timing is not measured by clocks, it's measured by alignment, and alignment can't be rushed. That's why being at home feels right. At home, you're not being pulled in every direction. You're not caught in the whirlwind of artificial urgency. You're not asked to pretend that constant movement equals meaning. At home, you operate in another dimension of time, your own spiritual rhythm. And that rhythm is sacred. It's not always logical and it doesn't always make sense to others. Maybe not even to yourself. Sometimes it's quiet for months, then suddenly something shifts. Doors open and ideas flow and everything accelerates. You're moving at the pace of purpose, not pressure. That was a lot of information, so we're going to stop here for part 1. Sit with this for a minute and really let it sink in. Go back and listen to this video again and write key points down so you'll remember them when we go into part 2 tomorrow. If this video resonated with your soul, give it a thumbs up and like the video. Share this information with someone you know that may be going through the same thing or something similar, and let's get the word out so we can reach everyone who is chosen. Us chosen ones have a purpose, and the time is coming for us to act in divine clarity and connection. Subscribe to our channel and activate that little notification bell so you don't miss part 2. Comment 999 below for the completion of a cycle, new beginnings, and readiness for your divine purpose. Let's embrace it and be ready. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.